Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana Midday.
Welcome to NewsLink Indiana Midday. I'm Carter Minton. Donald Trump has secured a historic second-term win in the White House. A crucial win in the battle state of Wisconsin early this morning put him over the top of the 270 electoral votes he needed. No words yet from the Harris campaign since results started rolling in Tuesday. Ivan Rodriguez in West Palm Beach, Florida, where President-elect Trump watched results come in at his home, Mar-a-Lago.
Please welcome President-elect Donald J. Trump.
Former President Donald Trump, now projected President-elect, is the second person in U.S. history with 2 non-consecutive terms as Commander-in-Chief. It was a win he started celebrating early with supporters.
America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate.
And he'll have a Republican Senate with him after the GOP secured enough seats to take control of that chamber. Vice President Kamala Harris watched the results come in with family, friends, and hundreds of supporters at her alma mater, Howard University.
So you won't hear from the vice president tonight?
Her campaign co-chair telling the crowd late Tuesday the vice president is expected to speak publicly later today. A source close to the campaign told CNN just hours ago Harris's team is processing its strengths and weaknesses. President-elect Donald Trump giving his preview of a second term.
I will govern by a simple motto: promises made, promises kept. We're going to keep our promises. Nothing will stop me from keeping my word to you, the people.
In West Palm Beach, Florida, I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Right now, the House of Representatives remains too close to call on who holds that majority. The Indiana Republican Party's dominance in the state's highest elected office remains intact. Current U.S. Senator Mike Braun won the governor's race along with his running mate Micah Beckwith as lieutenant governor. Republicans also maintained their long-standing supermajorities in Indiana's House of Representatives and Senate on Tuesday, despite several races with razor-thin margins. Indiana's open U.S. Senate seat, vacated by Braun, will go to Jim Banks, the 3rd district member of the U.S. House. In our area, Republican Representative Victoria Spars, the first Ukrainian-born member of Congress, easily won re-election to a seat she almost gave up last year. November is election month, but it's also National Diabetes Month. The CDC estimates more than 38 million Americans of all ages have diabetes, and experts say millions of people remain undiagnosed. Mandy Gaither explains what to know about this disease and why early detection is critical.
It's a chronic disease when a person's blood sugar is too high. Diabetes is common, but many don't know they have it.
For a long time, diabetes, hypertension were both known as what are called silent diseases, meaning they are affecting your body and causing long-term damage before you start to have a lot of physical symptoms.
Dr. Brent Smith with the American Academy of Family Physicians says that's why early detection and intervention is critical to slow or even prevent diabetes progression. So he says to be aware of the red flags.
It's increased thirst and increased urination. So when you're a diabetic and you have this extra sugar floating around in your system, your body tends to get rid of it through your urine.
In addition to increased thirst and urination, Smith says to also watch out for signs like sluggishness, general malaise, or not feeling like yourself. But he says before symptoms start, it's important to see a doctor to be screened and evaluated for diabetes risk.
We would all be a lot happier treating and preventing it than we would be dealing with the consequences of uncontrolled diabetes or other medical conditions.
Smith says managing your weight can reduce risk of type 2 diabetes. Do that by having a healthy diet, cutting out simple sugars as much as possible, and regular exercise.
And the recommendation for exercise is a total of 150 minutes over the course of the week, which breaks down to about 30 minutes of a brisk walk or cardiovascular exercise 5 days a week.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Dr. Smith says weight loss drugs are becoming incredibly popular and are very effective as a diabetic drug and for weight loss. But he says for anyone with diabetes, the best thing that can be done is losing weight by whatever means is sustainable and healthy for you. In other news, Hurricane Rafael continues to strengthen and is now a Category 2 hurricane closing in on Cuba. It lashed the Cayman Islands in the western Caribbean with strong heavy winds and heavy rain Tuesday night. The storm is the 11th hurricane of 2024 Atlantic hurricane season. The National Hurricane Center says Rafael could be near major hurricane intensity before it makes landfall in Cuba later Wednesday. The storm is not expected to be as severe as Hurricanes Hilton and Helene. Tropical storm conditions could begin in the lower and middle Florida Keys by Wednesday. Let's take a look at today's NewsLink Indiana weather. These are the conditions right now. It is 63 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Expect a cooler day today with a high in the mid-60s. What you see is what you'll get in the 7-day forecast. High temperatures will be mostly in the 60s. The next chance of rain is this weekend. Ask any small business person. Setting up your own shop can be a challenge. NewsLink Indiana's Ava Lenz reports on one woman who is taking on that challenge.
It's more than just a store. It's a tapestry of memories, friendships, and dreams. From selling clothes online to now having her own brick and mortar, Lily Brandon has always had a niche for thrift shopping. She wanted to make a collection of her own, and after years of searching through clothes that had seen the dance floors of other eras, she was finally able to open her own store.
One day I just decided to start my shop because me and my friend were out shopping, and I was like, man, I wish I had my own little store. And she was like, you can. And so then I started right after that.
Despite endless hours of shopping with Lily, her best friend and mom never lost the undying love and support they had for her and her choices.
I love working with her. I love being in here with her, and I'm so proud.
In a world that often felt chaotic to Lily, her store stood as a reminder that sometimes, amidst the labyrinth of life, we could find a little bit of magic, one vintage piece at a time. In Muncie, Ava Lenz, NewsLink, Indiana.
To Brandon, it's not just a store, it's her dream. Every piece of clothing there has its own journey to make. It's likely to be a slam dunk on Ball State's campus early next month. WNBA star Caitlin Clark will join David Letterman on Monday, December 2nd at 7 o'clock. The two will be on the stage in Emmons Auditorium. The conversation is a part of David Letterman's Distinguished Professional Lecture and Workshop Series, established by the university in 2008. And that's your NewsLink webcast for today. Thank you for joining us, and be sure to join us tonight at 6:57 on Ball State PBS. And for news anywhere, anytime, go to ballstatedaily.com.